I want to talk about something that is really talked about, spoken of. I'm going to be doing these YouTube uh, live videos. Um, I'm going to be live, some are not going to be live. Really depends on my friend, but I'm going to do this first one live. I'm going to take about 10 minutes. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. I want to discuss God briefly in the African American community. We spend so much time going back to slavery and how we were stolen from our land. As a matter of fact, we weren't stolen from our land. We weren't stolen from Africa. Um, Africans sold us into slavery to Portuguese and European um, slave traders. There is no way a Caucasian or white man could have came on the continent of Africa and taken us. No way. It was too many of us, one. Two, too many diseases that the Portuguese, European slavers were not accustomed to. For example, malaria. Reason why we have sickle cell anemia, some of us have sickle cell anemia, is because we built up a resistance to malaria. There is no way a European could have come onto the continent and survived in numbers, uh, fighting us, enslaving us, dragging us hundreds and hundreds, maybe 1,000 miles to the ocean. At the time when slavery was at its peak, 1700s, 1800s, we were being sold by our own people. That is a fact. We came to this country in chains. We were treated very badly. Our women were raped. Our men were tarred and feathered. Their scrotum was chopped off. They were beaten within an inch of their life. I mean, I could go on and on and on. Every African American out there understands what we have suffered. In the 20th century, we suffered horrifically. We were hung, beaten, assassinated, denied certain rights. All of that is true. But you know what else is true? Obama was president of the United States. You know what else is true? He was the most popular president in the history of our country. You know what else is true? It's a black job to be president of the United States. Now we have Harris, vice president of the United States, running for president of the United States. We had Jesse Jackson that ran for president of the United States. We have African American billionaires and millionaires. Half of our children are in college today. Half of our children. We've come a long way. And thanks to our ingenuity and our strength, I want to encourage you today, from me to you, Stop going backward. Stop rehashing the hate from the past. There is prejudice here in America. There's no doubt about it. But you, African Americans, the ones who are in college, working for the city, football players, basketball players, executives, singers, rappers, we have greatness all around us. Let's forge a future for our children. Let's stop looking back and look ahead. There's hate in this country. There's no doubt about it. There is prejudice in this country. There's no doubt about it. It didn't stop Obama from becoming president. It didn't stop the owner of BET from becoming a billionaire, and other music moguls that are African American from becoming billionaires. You know why? Because we're a strong people. We're stronger than they thought we were. I'm just talking about people that are prejudiced. Because everybody that's quote unquote white or Anglo-Saxon is not against us. But when you stand against yourself by looking back in the past over and over and over and over again and rehashing old crap, you stop your future, you stop the future of your children. I have 5 kids. One kid is in college. He wants to become a a I forgot what you call it, but you go on the computer and you draw characters. I don't know what it is. Some of you out there know what it is. I have a daughter who has daycare, who makes a lot of money doing daycare. I have a son that I'm proud of that has an IQ of 140. Very proud of him. I have a daughter who's a college graduate. She just had her first baby. She got her degree in musical performance. My other daughter got her degree in I think sociology. My son owned a trucking company and wants to become a mechanical engineer. Where did they get these dreams from? They got them from you. They got them from me. I have a master's degree in theology. Only 15% of the population has a master's degree or a doctorate. Where do we get that from? Because there's greatness inside of us. And greatness doesn't have time to look back and you hit me, you did this to me, you did that to me. Greatness doesn't have time for that. Greatness just pushes on to the future and forges a better future for their children and their grandchildren and their great grandchildren and their great great grandchildren. Be an example to your children, be an example to your community. Push past this rhetoric of hate. Now, I know that it looks us in the face each and every day. And we sometimes have to answer to it. I understand that. We have to protest, we have to march, we have to vote. But that shouldn't stop us from being great. We come from great people. Did you know the first world ruler was a Hamite? That's where we came from. Ham. His name was Nimrod. He was the first ruler. Our people, we have a great legacy. We have inventors. We have the guy who, I don't know the man's name, but who did the first heart transplant with his help. We're great. Be great. Live above the hate. Live above the ridicule. Live above it. I'm going to say this on my way out as I end. I'm a Christian. And I learned from the Bible that greater is he that's in me than he that is in the world. I can do all things through Christ Jesus who strengthens me. I'm going to do a a show, and I'm going to read some material from slaves, how they prayed for freedom, how God opened up their eyes through the Bible to pray for freedom. The Bible is your friend. The Bible tells you, look unto the hills from whence cometh your help. Your help comes from the Lord. There is not anything that has happened in the African American community that did not come from the church. Nothing. All the great things that we have accomplished came from our belief that God wanted us free. Look unto Jesus, who's the author and finisher of your faith. Don't look back, look up, because your help cometh from the Lord.